iFilm, London. iFilm, London.
This is James Helder for iFilm London. I'm at Concord FC, Rangers FC, for the Indee Rose annual charity event. With me, I've got Manchester's answer to Freddie Roach, the one and only Joe Gallagher. There is a bit of resemblance in the look as well, tell the truth.
Nah, there isn't, son. I'm not old and haggard yet, and that's no disrespect, son.
I ain't saying that. Me and you, Fred.
Go on. No, listen, he's a class trainer. Do you know what I mean? All respect to him. Go on, enough of that bullshit. Do you know what I mean? Go on.
Something built.
Top scorer. Good. Joe's second.
Yeah. We're doing well.
What's the team called?
We've gone from Ukraine and Sweden to Brazil.
We ain't been beat yet.
No.
No.
That's good. What is the team called?
Gallagher Saunders.
Gallagher Saunders. Yeah, that's the team. I like that, Joe.
No, I'll tell you what. Billy Joe's.
Oh,
hey, thinking, dancing.
It's on fire.
Joe, I've got to shake his hand for
Max
that.
and Paddy, here we go.
And afterwards, we've got some prostitutes on the old caravan site. We're all going to shag them.
Tell the truth, you ain't had far to travel today, have you?
No, we ended up further. These have got. This is the Welsh lot, I know. We've got a few sheep for them. He
didn't get that one.
We've got a few sheep as well on the campsite for them as well.
It's all going off. Who do you think is going to be your toughest opposition or toughest team you play? Campbell.
To be honest, we're flying at the minute. As long as we play the way we're playing, no one can beat us.
I can't argue with that. Who do you think the fittest team is out here, Joe?
I think our team's the only one that's got generally all boxes. I think.
I just like to say this: we ain't got no ex-professional football players and all this. We got pure, raw, pikey blood mixed with Manchester.
Yeah, there's seven professional boxers in this team, and there's only a team of 10.
And we got 3 bums over there.
Pat round. Again, them boys not far to travel. Do you think more boxers should have been in the teams this year? What's going on?
Listen, there's the Olympics. Everyone will be sat at home watching the Olympics. There's a lot of people working at London Olympics, and that's it. But listen, it's a great day. We were here last year, and you just got to watch it. They're fucking mad for pulling the shorts down. It's a great day. Like I say, see Nathan Cleverly, he's down. Do you know what I mean? Travelled all the way from Wales this morning. The Smiths from Liverpool. We've travelled down. The team come over from Ireland, and it's a great day out. And it's like a get together, which boxing season we don't really get that much chance to do, but it is, and we have a good laugh, and it's all for a great cause.
All jokes aside, it's a fantastic thing that all you guys do, coming, giving up your time for a charity and being here and just embracing people. I've seen the boxers just going around signing stuff all day and just genuinely being themselves, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes when you're at boxing shows, everybody's working and they're not really in the mood for that, and people don't understand when they say, oh, that Gallagher or whoever is a miserable get, but we're at work, then today we're relaxed, we're all having a bit of fun, and it's great for the people to come out and support such a worthy event. But yeah, it's a really good day, and at one point today I thought we'd be on for the Fred Evans fight today at 2:15, the way things are going, but I think we might be here to the end now, so fingers crossed.
Commiserations to Fred Evans as well. Very valiant performance, sir. Well done on representing Britain and taking the silver medal for us. Another medal.
No, listen, it's been fantastic games, and I just hope, and I noticed last night Luke Campbell, what a fantastic performance. He got a gold medal, but when it came to the news section in BBC later on, they didn't even mention him. It was all about Tom Daley. And listen, there's a lot of gold medals being done this year in the Olympics, and they've all had the airtime, they've all had BBC, they've all had the settee moment in the studio the next night, and let's hopefully the boxers, Luke Campbell and everyone else, good luck with Joshua tonight. Hopefully they get the plaudits like everybody else has had. We've had the rowers, we've had the cyclists, everyone's had the moment in the sun, and let's hope Luke Campbell and fingers crossed Joshua have their moment in the sun tonight. It's just deserved. Boxing's been a huge success. Packed arenas every day, and like I say, for Katie Taylor and Nicola Andrews, that's what the Olympics was all about.
I want to really thank you for saying that. Everything you've just said is what a lot of people are thinking and saying. It was hard that Tom Daley took the medal, and he got everyone should have their moment in the sun when they achieved that. They've worked so hard, and that was his moment.
I think Tom Daley, listen, 14 Beijing, 18 there. Listen, he got a bronze medal, great. But listen, Luke Campbell at the moment is the most decorated amateur in history in boxing. He's a world medalist, a European champion, and an Olympian. No one ever medalled at both Worlds and Olympics until these Olympics, and Luke Campbell at the moment is the most decorated amateur boxer ever. So why is he not on the BBC News? And listen, it was good for Tom Daley and everything else, but I just hope the snobbery and whatever axle grind the BBC have against the boxing, they put that to one side, because that kids fulfilled a dream, and what these Olympics were there to do was inspire a generation, and Luke Campbell's inspired a generation up there in the northeast for the 2016-2020 games, and big credit to him.
Joe, it's not just in the northeast, the south where we're from. Everyone's talking about it. It's a massive achievement that he's done, you know, and it is right that it's taken into consideration how big and of a deal that actually is.
People for sports, I mean, there's a New Year's honours list that they hand out CBEs, MBEs, OBEs, and everything else. But Luke Campbell, I generally think, if he does that, should be amongst that list for the sport that he's in. He's one of the toughest sport in the world, not just for what it does in the ring, but for the politics outside of the ring. And for that kid to win a gold medal on his home turf, it's just a fantastic achievement. I can't praise him enough, and I'd like to see whether any boxers will be in the BBC Sports Personality Top 10 of the year. That'll be an interesting one.
Very valid point.
We'll soon see where boxing stands on that.
10 boxers coming into the squad going into the Olympics, 5 getting to the medal stages. Do you think this is going to set boxing into a good place in terms of funding for the future Olympics? Do you think it's going to be reinvested rightly?
Listen, boxing, we've always been good, and I've always said sometimes we always look to America, like Frank Warren said in his column yesterday. We always look over there through roach-tinted glasses, making out that because they've got the twang and the talk, that they're the best. We've proved we've got world-class coaches in this country. You've got, like you say, Adam Booth, John Bill. We've got world-class coaches. There's Tibbs, Sims, everything's. Do you know what I mean? And it's just that we need to endorse and give praise to more and keep looking over. Look at the Americans, they didn't have a good Olympics, they've got good kids, but you got to understand, Britain at the moment, look, we've got 3 world champions, if I'm right, is it Burns, is it 2? Burns, Cleverly, yeah, 2 world champions. What I said, David Hayes there. We've got Amir Khan. Do you know what I mean? We've got it, and we've got a generation coming through. Kevin Mitchell and everything else. So Carl Froch, there you go, that's it, yeah, there's the 3rd there. But that's what I'm saying, we only used to be able to name 1, but we've got 3, we've got how many gold medals, we've got to do how many medalists, we've never had it so good. And just because we had the Olympics in London, let's hope that the government don't stop giving the money to Grassroots, because Grassroots still has to keep going for us to reap the golds, and if there's nothing happening in Grassroots, there will be no golds. And just because it's got to Brazil, let's not forget about the Olympics and forget about the next generation. And I've got a daughter, and I said it in my column, one day she wants to be Victoria Pendleton. She was Jay Jones of the night taekwondo, and then she's Katie Taylor boxing, and she's 8 years old. These people and these kids these days, they need taking off the Xbox, the PlayStations, and back out in the streets, back into youth clubs and sport. Eddie Hearn tweeted today, sport at its best, it's the best gift to mankind, to human race, and I think it is. And I just hopefully people, instead of like knocking down schools and building houses on school fields and that, get in the school clubs and put it back in, because we're all cheering everything else, but let's not forget all those people that at the amateur clubs who founded these kids, that turned them. And it's all great, all these GB coaches, they're polishing the diamonds, but it's the grassroots coaches that found these, developed these, spent years travelling up and down country, nurturing them, whether it's diving, running, cycling, boxing, karate. They're real unsung heroes in this as well.
Absolutely spot on, Joe. Honestly, I can't tell you how much I agree with what you just said, mate, to me.
No, but I've just got to be about it. There's a lot of praise given to people, and it's like, I'd say some coaches, listen, it's all right training good fighters, already good fighters, but I'll tell you what, are good fighters. That's why I've huge respect for the Ingles. Year after generation, they were there in the 70s, they were in the 80s, they're in the 90s, they're in there in the notes, and they're there producing champions after champions after champions, and there's no one to touch them in this game. I've got huge admiration, but they do it from grassroots, and that's where it starts from.
All the Ingle boxers always got the best footwork, haven't they?
But listen, what they're doing, the style that they do, but I'm just saying the time they put in, year out, generation after generation, they just keep producing, and there's hundreds of coaches up and down the country like the Ingles who don't get the platform to be on TV that still put in that groundwork.
Fantastic, Joe. I really enjoy talking to you. I know how much of a humble guy you are and how good you are at your job. You know, so it's good that you're acknowledging other people's talents and seeing the whole wider picture.
I've been an amateur coach. I've travelled all down the country, try to get bouts, try to shows, bringing 12-year-olds home at midnight and at school the next day. I've been there, I've done it, I know where it's out, and I really want these people, these unsung heroes in the local leisure centres and the local clubs at night and the youth clubs and everything else to get their recognition, because they're all part of it. And it's great when you see people boxing and then it shows them back in the local school, or they're watching it at the local youth club. I think it's fantastic, but it's been a great Olympics and a roaring success, but hopefully we can carry it on to Brazil now. We've got the talent for such a small nation, and like I say, Ireland, Jamaica, it's been a great Olympics. It seems to be being an underdog Olympics in my eyes. Do you understand? There aren't that many Cubans, the Chinese have done really well, but I think a lot of smaller nations have done really well.
What's been, my last question for you, Joe, what has been your iconic image from this Games? My iconic image, even though some might say it's not British, for me it's got to be Usain Bolt. That was iconic. To me, that was iconic. That was a global image. Okay, I'll ask you about what was your English? What was your kind of your British image?
I'd say I felt for the girl. She was under huge pressure. She just comes from a little town. I watched her, and it was Jay Jones at Taekwondo. She was down at 2 seconds to go. As soon as that hooter stopped, she ripped up the head guard, threw it in the air, and she's only a 19-year-old girl. And I just thought, you know what, there's someone that's gone right into the radar. You know Usain Bolt, but was expected to. That girl had no profile coming in, had it all, had 3 fights in a day, beat the best, and on the day and she done it. And that raw emotion when she celebrated her helmet, that was me, that touched me. That's an underdog kid there that came through, done it all, and hopefully she should get the huge praise and everything else. Your Tom Daly's, your Bolts, everything, all expected, but they've got the profile, they've got the broadsheets writing about them. But the Jay Joneses and this of the world, they never had it, and she's been my, Katie Taylor, she was a good one, but Jay Jones has been my star of the Olympics.
Joe Gallagher, thank you for the insight.
No problem.
That is absolutely brilliant, and thank you for having a chat with iFilm London.
No problem. Well, hopefully now we're going to go and get gold.
Good luck with the rest of the tournament, and hopefully we'll see a happy Joe Gallagher with a cup getting amongst it a bit later.
Listen, we haven't won the wooden spoon this year, I'm sorry to say. We won something last year, the wooden spoon, so we'll see what we get this year anyway. It's all in a good cause, whatever happens, do you know what I mean? Thanks for coming down as well, iFilm London, and coming down here and supporting a good cause.
Genuinely, Joe Gallagher, thank you for your time, sir, and hopefully I'll catch up with you again soon. James Helder with Joe Gallagher for iFilm London. Thank you very much.
Love.